everybody, Mark again here, WeatherMan Plus. Happy Monday to you. Happy November, first day of November. We got some pretty big updates on La Palma Volcano, and it's actually getting pretty worrisome as far as what's been going on lately. Big news. Plus the next cold front coming down. I do have your temperatures, guys. I'm still showing that it's not really going to be an Arctic blast for the south. It's going to be a cold front. Pretty much fall-like temperatures. To me, an Arctic blast is where you're going to bring freezing temperatures or teens or even worse to the south or a lot of the country. And that's actually coming from the middle of the month and a little bit past, so it's a little far away still. Now I have a lot of good updates for you guys as well as a special message that I have for you at the end of the video, so please make sure you watch that. Please show support to the channel and watch the video all the way through because everything I have for you is very good information, and I will edit it to save you time as always. Remember, all the links are always in the descriptions if you don't have time. And if you've never been here before, hello, my name is Mark. I do upload every single day, just not Friday from sundown to sundown Saturday. That's Sabbath. But we'll make sure you have all the information you need. Matter of fact, lately my family has been sick, especially my 9-year-old daughter, so I had to take care of her, as you all know a parent does. But for those that's been here for a while, you remember I told you I have changes coming to the channel as soon as I get my family to a safe place, and that is happening next month. Matter of fact, thank you all for all your very lovely comments on the community tab on my channel when I did post things. So make sure you hit that subscribe button because you're not going to want to miss what this channel is going to grow into. It's really going to be something. Now, I can't go into what it is just yet because, as you know, there's a lot of copycats out there and they are watching. But trust me, it's not being done and it ain't going to be done by anybody but me. All I ask is if you like this information, you find this information valuable, please share this on social media, especially the information about the La Palma Volcano, because this is getting really dire, guys. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And when you look at your 500 millibar height, you can see what's going on. We do have a cooler temperature swinging down to the south and the southeast, and it's not bringing freezing temperatures like an Arctic blast. Like I said before, to me, an Arctic blast would be freezing temperatures or worse. Then we have a nice warm-up that's coming right after that. Then soon after that, we have another cold front coming down, and you can see the very cold temperatures coming with it. But as soon as it comes onto the U.S., look how quick that miles down to where it's not really a big deal neither. This will swing to the south and go to the southeast and go right back up on a high ridge. Now, this will create a lot of storms and a lot of severe weather. I will go through this with you. At the same time, this right here is 12 days away, so please take this with a grain of salt because this will change. And as you go and look, you can see maybe 14, 15 days away, we start getting a swing of some colder air that comes through. And you can see it does have some purple in it, so there is a chance for it to bring some freezing temperatures at that time. But once again, this is 14 to 15 days away. The 6 to 10 day temperature outlook from National Weather Service confirms that you're going to be above average temperatures in all this area, and you're going to be below average temperatures in this area. With it being in the southeast, with the furthest from below average temperatures that you're going to be getting, which don't mean that you got a freeze coming. It just means that normally if you're 50s, you might be in the high 30s to 40s, which puts you below average. In 8 to 14 days away, this pattern is going to continue, and the cooler temperatures, the below average temperatures, will remain to stay in the southeast. Now, when you look at your AO, your Arctic Oscillation, which lets you know when cold air comes down from the north and how deep into our country. The Euro shows that we do get our little dip that we get now, which puts you in the high 30s to the 40s, maybe even the low 50s. But you can see we get a big warm-up after that, and it's not going to come back down to sometime around November 9th and on. The GFS sees that as well as our warm-up. Then we get that little cool front that comes around the 7th or 8th, which is not going too far into our country. Then we're going to get another warm-up. But GFS, which has always been good on Arctic Oscillation, shows sometime around the 10th, we're going to start going into a negative pattern with this cold air, not too deep, but it is coming into our country. Around the 15th and 16th is when it starts dive bombing a little bit further into our country when we have the best chance for colder temperatures. Now, as we look towards our cold front and see what it's bringing, you can see right here in the color palette that the red is actually a good chance for thunderstorms. You could even get some thunder snow with that, with the chances for snow being in the light blue and snow likely in the dark blue. And all this orange you see right here is a chance for ice, and ice likely, guys. So there is some ice that could be coming or some freezing rain you need to be aware of. As you go through today, you'll see it moving to the east, southeast with a chance for thunderstorms later on this afternoon that will carry on into Tuesday for the south. As you carry on Tuesday, you can see there is a chance for snow in this blue, and you have rain in this green. And right about here in Oklahoma, northern Texas, the very furthest chance, you do have a mix likely that could be coming. So there could be some sloshy weather that's coming for you all the way until Tuesday afternoon when it goes away and there's just a lot of regular rain. I'm not showing any snowfall coming for you. It is going to be more northern than you. I know some people have showed you that you have snowfall coming. I've been saying that for days. That is a lie. But when you go into Wednesday morning, now you're going to get some more storms coming in the south. All this snow in this blue. And this purple right here is a mix for Oklahoma. Then as you go through, you can see it does swift to the southeast. No further threat of snow for anybody. As the storm goes through Friday, goes to the East Coast. But if you take a good look, this 540 line is our freezing line. Anything that's on this line or behind this line is going to be freezing temperatures. And as this cold front comes down, you can see that the 540 line don't swing too far into our country, guys. It stays pretty high up as it swifts back to the northeast. And this is already by the 5th by the time it does that. So we're not having any freezing temperatures come anytime before that. Then we have a big high pressure coming down with our cooler temperatures. You can see there is no blue 540 line coming with that. So it will not be any freezing temperatures. Then around the 9th, we're going to get another dip of the freezing temperatures coming in through the northern U.S. And it will pass through the north of the U.S. to a little bit of the intercoastal of the northeast. That's about it. Nothing big we need to worry about as this high pressure just continues to sit here in the southeast. Now, once we get to the 12th, we have a good chance for a good spill of some cold air. You see this big 540 line. While we get a storm brewing still over northern Texas, I'm still showing that information. And you see this big line of severe storms that it's going to be pushing with it. So with this big high pressure swinging around over here, it's going to pull all this tropical moisture, all these warm dew points real high into our country. And with the colder air coming down, it's going to sink down like cold air does. And it's going to create rise. It's going to create lift. It's going to create all these storms as this passes through. You can see who's going to get snow, who's going to get rain, thunderstorms, and some mix likely. But it's still going all the way from Louisiana all the way to the north. Been showing that for a few days. The storm has calmed down a little bit. It did show a 988 the other day. It's down to a 992, which is still going to bring some winds. It's bringing a lot of snowfall, a lot of rain, and some storms. And as this pushes through, so will the storms push through to the northeast. But once again, you can see this 540 line is way up here. Freezing temperatures for Ohio Valley, the Midwest, and the Northeast. This is not coming to the south. And by now, we're already 15 days away. This is by the 15th. It's already too far. But we do have a chance for another one to come up behind that storm and try the same thing. Go real far into Texas. Now you got the 540 line coming real deep into our country. And this one has a chance to bring us some freezing temperatures. But this is later on. Now this link will be in the description as well. That way you can follow your temperatures according to NOAA and National Weather Service and not me or anybody else. This is most accurate that you can get. This is your morning lows that you're going to be feeling this morning. And as we go through tomorrow, you can see the temperatures of who has the freezing temperatures in the Midwest, the Ohio Valley, and it will swing to the northeast. Now the best chance for any colder temperatures is Thursday. As far down as northern Texas, we will get all the way down to 34. As it swings Friday towards the south and the southeast, now Friday you have a chance for some freezing temperatures a little bit. And that's only because we have a storm brewing and that will bring some more colder temperatures. But you can see how it's surrounded by warmer temperatures. And Saturday, as it moves further towards the south, you can see it don't bring the freezing temperatures with it. This really will be a central U.S. issue. It'll affect the Midwest, the Ohio Valley, and the Northeast, and get really cold for the Mid-Atlantic. And it will be down to high 30s and the 40s in the south and southeast. But once again, this is your morning wake-up temperatures. Now your highs is a different story. For your highs for today, you can see that you're going to get right back up into the 60s and 70s as this cold front moves down. Your highs for tomorrow, you're going to be in the 40s. So whatever you wake up with, it will not last. As you go into Wednesday, it'll slowly move itself to the south and southeast. But you can see your highs. Everybody is clearly in the 40s to the 50s, even the 60s as we go into Thursday and Friday and Saturday. I'm not showing that there's any Arctic blast, guys. This is a regular cold front coming through, and it will warm right back up every single day. And GFS is still showing no snow for Texas or the South. That's just ridiculous. 10-day outlook, you still see some snow for intercoastal Northeast, and you see some heavier snowfall coming for the Northwest. And as you look through the Euro for the next 10 days, you can see how flip-flop, once again, the Euro is. It doesn't show heavy snowfall, major snowfall, over a foot wide spread in the Northeast. Within a 24-hour period, it doesn't change his mind. Then these people are still pushing y'all that you're going to get all this major snowfall for Texas. And look at the update today. No snowfall. I've been showing Euro's been wrong for a long time. Please don't watch people that are just showing you the Euro. If they just show you the Euro, comment on their video. Call them out. Ask them why they only show the Euro. If this model data is true, it will be true in multiple models. Once again, all these people know how to do is sell fear, and that's all they're trying to do. Remember what God said. Watch who's in your circle. You don't want to keep people that don't believe in God, that don't keep his commandments in their heart. They're not out for their brothers and sisters. They're out for themselves and their true God, money. Watch who's in your circle, please, for your sake. Now, real quick, before we get to La Palma, I'm going to show you what you can expect for your temperatures. And this is what you're waking up this morning. You are having freezing temperatures in the Midwest. Everybody else is in the 40s, 50s, and northern Texas, you might be in the high 30s. That's about it. But once again, it's going to warm right back up to 60s and 70s across the South. And I'm going to show you GFS because in my opinion, Euro's been wrong for a long time. And people are just pushing the Euro because it's showing you the worst case scenario. If GFS was showing the worst case scenario, they'd only be showing you that. I showed you the comparison on both models the other day, and you can see how GFS is just correct. Now, as we swing through to the 4th all the way to Thursday, then we have another good chance of waking up early in the morning with some high 30s for northern Texas. That's always just that one area. Everybody else is in the 40s and 50s. This is your wake-up temperatures, with some possibilities for freezing for the Ohio Valley and Northeast. It will be very close and on the edge up there. But once again, it's going to warm right back up into the 50s, 60s, even the 70s for Georgia and Florida. And you got a strip of cooler weather right here that's in the high 40s to 50s because we do have some weather coming. Friday morning, now it's going to shift a little bit towards the south, and it's going to slowly go towards the southeast. And you see everybody's waking up in the 40s, even the 50s. And now the lowest part is over northern Mississippi. Very close to freezing temperatures. You're right at 34. Now each day is going to warm right back up. This is on Saturday now. You can still see high 30s for northern Mississippi and northern Alabama, as well as you're starting to get some high 30s for North Carolina and South Carolina now, with everybody else in the 40s. But once again, Saturday is going to warm right back up, and it's going to be a good warm-up. So you don't need to worry about any cold temperatures in the morning sticking around, because they won't. Sunday morning, you can be waking up to some chilly temperatures again, but it's getting easier and easier. Highest is now 40s in the south, with the 50s being in Texas, and the cooler air is moving a little bit over the mid-Atlantic in the high 30s. Next Monday on the 8th, it's really going to be warm, and this is your morning lows. And you can see how your 40s, high 40s in the southeast, central U.S. maybe the high 30s, and the northeast. That's about it. It's really not that cold. Even though I'm from the south and I know what this feels like, this feels very cold. You're not getting freezing temperatures, guys. You're in the 40s. The humidity makes it worse, makes it really chill to the bone. I do remember. But Monday is going to warm right back up into the 60s and 70s. So this is not an Arctic blast. This is a regular fall cold front. When you get around the 9th, which is getting close to 10 days out, you do see you wake up in some warmer temperatures as you get some cooler temperatures on the southeast. They're still in the high 40s, so still no freezing temperatures. And it is going to be a big warm up also, 70s, even 80s for Texas. So wherever this Arctic air is, please take that with a grain of salt. These people are changing their story day by day because they're trying to forecast 10 days out only with the Euro. It's ridiculous. Here it is Thursday on the 11th. Now we are literally 10 days out, guys. And you see how big the warm-up is going to get on that day. Nothing really worry about for these cold temperatures. Nothing is going to stick around long enough. This is coming later. I've always showed this was coming later, and it's shown to be true. You can see all the cold polar air coming down from the north. And this is an Arctic blast right here. They are getting into negative 10 degrees. And this is all shifting down. And you can see how it really is an Arctic blast finally coming in 2 weeks, as it's bringing 20s to northern Texas, and this will continue to shift to the south and southeast. And just like I told you before on the other one, which showed true, just being so far away, this will shift further and further east. And I think this will be more of a problem over here for the south and southeast once again. And if you take a look at the wind chills, you can see what it's really bringing. It's going to feel like 9-10 degrees for northern Texas. This is your wind chill. This is your feel like temperatures. And look over here in Canada. They're going to feel like -20, -30 degree temperatures with the wind chill when this blast comes through. This is all the way to the 17th. Ridiculously far. Now let's get to the La Palma volcano update. There's a lot of serious information I need to share with you. Now it's been having a lot of major earthquakes. Matter of fact, it had a 5.0 earthquake 2 days in a row, guys. Saturday and Sunday. Now what the professionals are saying, it is too early to draw conclusive interpretations, but it could either mean gravitational adjustments by gravitation of rock layers overlying the current main stage area of magma at 10 to 15 kilometers in depth, or the formation of new fissures underground known as dikes, which act as pathways for magma to rise, with the potential to reach the surface at new locations. So it could be new fissures busting up in the island. And you can see right here that La Palma had 2 5.0 earthquakes back to back. Saturday on the 30th and Sunday on the 31st. Each one a 5.0, which is the strongest that this island ever seen, especially in the last 50 years. And one of the worrisome parts about this is if you look at the latest earthquakes, you can see how this is slowly going on an upwards angle. Okay, it did this a long time ago, and it went back down. So let's take this with a grain of salt, guys, although we never seen 2 5.0s back to back. But you can see the clear upwards angle that these earthquakes are taking. It's literally getting shallower and shallower. Now this lava is still way high. Look how high up that wall of lava is, and that's all pushing forward. And it's still destroying homes, guys. So this thing is crushing through new homes, new areas. It is widening out. And it's causing destruction all over again. Remember, these videos are on a link, so you can go watch them yourself. But you see as this building gets collapsed by the magma pushing it, this is going to happen to a bunch of homes. This is not over by a long shot. Matter of fact, it is actually worsening. You can see that here. Look how high that wall is. And it's just crushing everything in its path. And with these drone shots, you can see how the towns are now getting covered in ash. And literally covered in ash. You can barely even see them anymore. They're just covered in so much ash. As well as lava bombs. This thing has been shooting out a lot of lava bombs. You can see this one rolling here. You can see them rolling down the hills. This is not the only one. This one came a little closer, so they was able to record it. This is by Harry Geiger. I put the links in the description. You can see these things, and these things are very hot, even though it don't look like it's red on the outside. As soon as you take that little crust layer off, you can see how it's still a big lava bomb on the inside. This is a serious lava bomb, and it's still very hot. Look at that. Now I'll put this link in the description as well, so you can go read about it. There's a lot of people in La Palma now that is getting anxiety and depression over living with this volcano eruption for about 6 weeks now. And it's really causing some issues with some of the people. Now this part right here is by Hal Turner, and I normally take Hal Turner with a grain of salt, although he does give some good topics and some good stories. Usually there's not a lot of evidence behind what he says, but he has evidence behind this today. But now you can see clearly out of these 2 sections right here that steam is starting to come out of 2 more spots on a ridge of the unstable landmass of La Palma. Here's a closer shot of it, so you can also see the red glow of the lava coming out as well. There is new fissures, guys. Now, last time, 50 years ago, when this piece of landmass slid, it literally slid 13 feet, and you can walk right in between what used to be the mountain and what slid away. And you can see this picture right here that you have this unstable landmass right here. This is the one that everybody fears for the mega tsunami. At the same time, you can see the old lava tubes. Now, these lava tubes are filled with water. And when magma starts coming up in these lava tubes, then you'll start seeing new fissures come out, and you'll see steam come out of them, and that's what we're seeing. And this is the big piece of landmass that they're talking about. And you can see what these lava tubes actually look like. You can see how they reach all the way to the top, pushing steam out. Okay, these lava tubes are still there all over this whole piece. And this is a piece that they're worried about falling off. And it is 6,000 feet tall, and it is the size of Manhattan, guys. This is a big chunk. And here's a picture if they're saying that the 50-meter tsunami would happen from that collapse at the Canary Islands. And this would be the flooding impact along the East Coast and the Gulf, according to what these maps are showing. And I do have a link for you. Now, this link will be in the description for you. It's called the flood map, so you can check it out. And all you do is put a number here, and if it were to be 50-meter waves coming off, this would be the impact on the U.S. If it be 100-meter waves, 25-meter waves, all you do is put that information in there. But you can see clearly how far this flooding would go if that was to happen. And with these two 5.0 quakes, it really has people, a lot of people, worried. I also had some people that asked me to put the buoys information in there for them because they wanted to check it out because they wasn't able to get it when I showed it before. So I will put this link in there so you can follow the National Buoy Center and you can follow exactly what's going on with the possibility of this tsunami happening. Now this right here, I got this on temperatures for you guys, and you can see that the freezing temperatures are right on the edge of the freezing temperatures is all this red. So as I play this, I'll show it and let you see it. God bless every single one of you. Thank you so much for the nice comments you gave about my daughter. It got very scary. She had a fever all the way to 103 point something, all the way till 10 o'clock last night. So it was a very hectic day. It was a very hectic night. But the fever did break last night. So thank God. Thank you all so much for praying for her. I do appreciate it. She really is my little angel. Psalm 75. Unto thee, O God, do we give thanks. Unto thee do we give thanks. For that thy name is near, thy wondrous works declare. When I shall receive the congregation, I will judge uprightly. The earth and all the inhabitants thereof are dissolved. I bear up the pillars of it. Selah. I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked, lift not up the horn. Lift not up your horn on high. Speak not with a stiff neck. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But God is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. But I will declare forever, I will sing praises to the God of Jacob. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, but the horns of the righteous shall be exalted. Amen. Make sure you cut off the horns of the wicked, guys. Watch who's in your circle. Even family members. It hurts your heart to cut them off, but like Jesus says, he who follows his commandments are his brothers and sisters. It's a hard decision to do when you've been living with people for quite some time. Try to help them. If they deny you, don't sink yourself for a chance to go to hell. For you're God's children. And your brothers and sisters, your true brothers and sisters, we love you. And we're going through the same struggle as you. And just so you know, I know y'all seen some red come down into the south. Just so you can see what the temperatures are. There you go. It went kind of down. I mean, the red is on the edge of freezing. But if you see this, this is 33, 34 degrees. Okay, this is not 32. Just so you know. I know you've seen the red come. But towards the 14 days, that's when we're going to have that Arctic blast. That's when the temperatures are coming, and they're coming freezing. Very fierce temperatures. Have a great day today. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. If this information helped you, please share it to another. Help inform people of the true temperatures coming, as well as this La Palma volcano. This is very concerning, and who knows what could happen in the days to come. Only God knows. That's the way it should be. All power, all glory does go to Yahweh, God of Jacob, our Father. Amen. Hallelujah, guys. Have a very blessed day today.